Hello out there. This is Shang-Un, Shane Thompson on YouTube. I got a video I want to put up here focusing on current war that we're in that I really figured why not give you guys a look at how our wars are going right now. Um, we're in a very tight war with I think, Chinese clan. Um, and it's probably the tightest war we've ever been in to this point. We win about 80% of our wars, I would say, right now. And you can see the score there. Wish I could zoom in for you, but 124, 124, 47 of 60, 46 of 60 attacks. Absolutely an intense war. I'm really impressed with how the clan is doing. Um, we haven't had a battle like this in a long time, actually. We kind of roll over people most of the time, win by about 30. These guys are organized like we are, and they're coming for the win. So it's going to be a really tight challenge down to the end. I would love to be able to show you guys some replays of attacks. The attack I just did was on this base, number 4. You see Shango in there, 79%. I almost had the 4-star. Now that's a number 4 base. I'm a number 9. I'm 9 in our clan, so I'm attacking 5 above myself. Not bad. That's kind of the way our clan's able to roll right now. We've got a few people. Me, our other leaders are able to kind of hit above their own level, which really gives us more ability to hit people down at the bottom with strong bases. So you can see this clan, it's going to be a tough one. I don't know if we're going to win, actually. Just by looking, easiest way to tell is look up at the top. The bottom is never going to really tell you what's happening. It's the top. So their number 1 we haven't attacked yet. Our number 1 is going to attack him later on. That's going to be a key battle. Whoever wins this battle here, if we can get 3 or 4 stars on their 1, it's really going to mean the difference. We only got 2 on their 2. And 3 on their 2 on their 3. That's not great. I managed to get the 3 on their 4, which is pretty solid, actually. And then we're pretty clear here on out. The 7 will get cleared. It's really just those upper ones. So again, if you look here, the 4 we only got 3. The 3 we only got 2. The 2 we only got 2. And we just still don't know about the 1. Now, if you compare that to our top 4, which is what you really need to be looking at. They got 4 on our 1. They got 3 on our 2. They got 5 on our 3, and they got 4 on our 4. It's not great. I mean, I think our only real chance of winning this war at this point is we have to hope they just kind of stop attacking, because they have a lot more available. Still in the mid, that means. Because that'll show us that, look, 6 is open there, 7 is open, 10 still has a star available, 11 has 3 stars available. It's pretty 14 too. They've still got lots of the low stars available. Probably going to be a loss for us here. Now, I mean, nothing to be ashamed of here. When you get in battles like this, it just shows that the game's doing well, that there's lots of other good clans out there. And then I think we're starting to see more and more good clans. We went on a streak for a while of just winning every single war. But you can see here, we've lost a few recently, which is not as common for us. Hopefully this loads. The game's still glitchy. I've had some attacks drop out. I've learned how to be really careful when I log in, to play a little bit first. I do a raiding attack, just a farm attack generally first, and after I've had a farm attack, then I'll do my war attacks. I think that's really a good way to not be logged out, to get like the disconnected during your war attack. You really got to avoid getting disconnected in those war attacks. That's the most important thing. So you can see our last war. Actually, I'm not sure if this is, yes, it is our last war. So 141, that's our highest total we've ever had. 141 to 79, we basically doubled them up. Another win before that, 119, 118, 121. A loss there. Now that's impressive. So we don't often lose, like I said. So when we do, we had a little run here. I do remember that we lost 2 out of 3. You can see there an 82-35. Win, 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 and a loss at the bottom there. So we're winning a lot more than we're losing. That's actually gone down a lot since our beginning. We were winning everything at the beginning. We probably would win 9 out of 10 consistently. I think that just shows that the game's getting better, and there's more people playing. There's more organized alliances, and just wait. Once they get replays, it's really gonna sort out the game, because all of these games really rely on replays to make them good. It's why I think people that are posting videos on YouTube for their clans, like I've been doing, there's a real advantage to that, because you're giving your new recruits something to look at, something to see so that they can strategize. Because until you see somebody do an attack, there's not a lot to go on. So I mean, how about I show up? I'll show a quick farm attack that I've done recently. I'll look for one that has a decent result. Let me see. This one looks pretty good. So, I mean, if they can get the replays up for the farm attacks, I'm not really sure why they wouldn't be able to do it for the wars. We don't care about the farm attacks. We do care about the war attacks. So I came in from the south here. You can see. Now I often do this. I send in my tanks and the healer right on top of them. I like to make sure that the healer gets a couple heals on the tanks to start the fight. It really keeps them up a little longer, and it keeps them a little more safe. My army comp is never really changing. It's about to change to cannons, which is going to be nice, but I still use heavy artilleries, a lot of ranged gunmen, and just a few tanks. I mean, with my war attacks, it's more like 4 to 8 tanks, all depends. But the amount of range really stays. I probably would have 4 bombards and about 40 ranged, and about 6 tanks in general, a couple wall breakers. It's really crucial, I think, to bring enough archers to keep your tanks safe. And if you're not, your artillery safe. If you're noticing that your artillery are going down, then you just need to bring more of the ranged, and you need to really learn to kite the artillery, or whatever this is called, and burst them down. You see how I just burst that one down there. You got to really focus your attacks if you're going to go ranged like this, which is I still think is the best strategy in the game. Then you need to be operating completely worrying about the I'm totally forgetting the name of those. The big cannons, range cannons, bombards. As long as you're out of the range of those, you're safe. Now you see, look, I'm about to pop into range of this one. It's going to shoot me. At this point, I'm noticing it. And I think, yep, look, I burst it again. That's what you got to do. You got to time your bursts to be on the cannons, and just work around the base that way. Nothing else really takes enough of your units out to be that dangerous. These cannons here, I mean, they do one at a time. They do take one out at a time, but one at a time is not going to end your fight. It's the mass groups getting killed, which is going to really end your fight. So you really got to learn how to kite the damage from the... Now, they used to be catapults. I forget what they're called. That's the reason I'm confused, because I used to call them catapults. Now that we're up-leveled, it's different. I'm struggling right now to get my oil, to get up my factory, which is a really key point in the game. I really suggest once you hit the Enlightenment age, you go straight to get your oil, you protect your oil, and you farm your oil. Like, just make that your number one focus. Everything really changes in the game once you get the oil as a main source uh, in your farming, and then you'll really be able to pump out those new saboteurs. Have a really good reputation as a great unit that I want to be able to use. Some other ones that I'll get videos up soon once I've actually got the factory going. So that's all for now. That was just a quick attack. I wanted to talk a little bit about this current war. Let's take another quick look and see if anything's changed. We're winning by 1 right now, but I have a feeling that that's not going to last. We'll see. Most likely this is a loss, but I mean, it's good to be able to evaluate your opponent and see what you need. So you got to be able to look at those top bases first and kind of judge how many stars you need out of them to win, and base your attacks off of that. You need to be sending your top attackers onto the bases that are priority targets, and send more safe attackers down lower to clean out the single stars. Like an example would be that the 2 stars there from 10, the 1 star there from 11. All those stars are valuable. Everything should be clear before probably number 5 or number 6 on an opponent team. If you're not doing that, then you're not going to win. Not against us anyway. So really focus on getting all that you can out of those top bases and use your strongest attackers up there. Sometimes it feels nice to get a 5-star when you're a high up base and just attack a lower one, but that's not going to help the team the most. You need to do the absolute most you can for the team. That's just a quick video. I hoped I could show you guys one of our wars. Someday I'll be able to actually show you war replays, which would be wonderful. So once that day comes, I'll get some more videos up of actual war attacks that are where I think our clan is really strong right now and really showing off our skill. For now, the best we can do is show you some farm attacks and focus on the strategies that through those farm attacks. Enjoy your dominations. Have a good night.